Welcome to Home Biz Tax Talk. My name is Lysandra Everett. I am the Home Biz Tax Lady, where I help home business owners win the tax game. Home Biz Tax Talk airs Monday through Friday, 9 o'clock-ish. And when you tune into my show, you're going to hear about topics that are important to the home business community. Okay, we're going to talk about profit centers today. One of the things that I set a huge goal at the beginning of the year was to help 1,000 business owners become profitable this year. And one of the ways of doing that is by creating these videos that talk about tax savings, talk about profit centers, and just overall educating the home business community on business so that we can move from the kitchen table, right? So, and I say move from the kitchen table, not necessarily location, but to grow a profitable business. Okay. That is the ultimate goal, is to grow a profitable business. So with that, today I want to talk about profit centers. Understanding exactly what a profit center is and how it impacts your business. So a profit center is what it sounds like. It is an area of your business that impacts your bottom line, that brings more money into your business. And when you think about, larger companies, there are companies that have products all over the place. But if you know Pareto's principle, you know that 80% of your profits is probably going to come from about 20% of your products, right? So you need to have more than one profit center in your business. Now, let me clarify something before going forward. When I say have more than one profit center in your business, that doesn't mean you go out and start 15 businesses, okay, and try and grow them all at the same time. That is not what I'm saying, because you can have one business and you can have multiple ways to make money. So let's take Microsoft, for instance. Now, Microsoft, they've got all kinds of products, right? They've got the operating system. They've got gaming system. They've got all different types of products. But the bulk of their money, though, comes from the operating system, right? So, so when you look at your business, what is your major profit center? It is probably your primary product or service. For me, my biggest profit center is tax preparation. Right? That's where I make the bulk of my money. But I also have other things. But the problem comes in is when you have a business and then all you have is one thing. And that's where we need to shift our thinking. We need to shift our thinking and understanding that you can have a major product or service, but you can also have other types of products and services that you sell that bring in revenue to your business. But it doesn't require you to go and start something new. And this is where we have to do one simple thing, which is think. Okay. If you really spend time thinking, can I tell y'all, thinking can be very hard work when you're really trying to think about something in particular to find a solution. And that's where, you have to really sit down and think about your business, think about your product offerings, and figure out where else in your business can you make money, but make it in a different way. Something that is not necessarily that requires your focused attention. Because here's the deal. When we're talking about focused attention, you can't focus on more than one thing at a time. I don't care what anybody says. You can't, be focused on this on Monday, this on Tuesday, this on Wednesday, and think it's all going to be a success. That is not how this works. You have to pick one thing, grow that, and when that revenue is generated, then you can go to something else. Another great example is Amazon. Amazon started out selling books. Once books bossed out, then they went on to something else. Once that bossed out, then they went on to something else. They didn't start out selling books, shoes, clothes, toys, housewares, and all that at the same time. They didn't do that. One thing at a time. And so that is what I encourage you to do is, number one, and your main product, your main product or service, get that going. Build up that client base to where you need it to be. And don't stop until you do. And then once you get that, then you can start adding other things. But the trick is you really do need to add other things. You really need to have a product suite of your own. All right. I'll use myself as an example. My main product is tax preparation. That's where I make the bulk of my money. I have books. I do webinars. I do coaching. So those are all other things that I do. They don't require me to learn a new skill. It just builds on something that I already know. I also make money from Google Ads on YouTube. That is a passive thing. Only thing I'm doing is shooting videos and adding them, and that's what it works. That's what works, right? So this is what I'm saying, is that you have to start out in one place. You need to boss that out and then expand to something else. Don't try to go and build, 7 things at once. Everybody's heard, oh, well, a millionaire has, 7 streams of income. That is absolutely true. At least 7. That is absolutely true, but they weren't trying to build them all at once. It's an incremental thing. But what you have to do is you have to think. You have to look at your suite of products or services in whatever industry that you're in and find new ways to make money. So you might have a t-shirt business, okay? Wonderful. You go boss out in your t-shirt business, but then you might decide, okay, now I'm going to sell mugs. Then we're going to grow the mug business. Then we might want to go sell tumblers, right? So it's an incremental step so that the t-shirt business is making its money, the mug business is making its money, and then you go and add something else. So the primary goal of the profit center is that, to make money. But each profit center may have its own set of expenses. And so the difference I want to make sure that you understand is that, when you add a profit center, it's not a cost cutting measure. You want to make sure that that what you're investing in that stream of income is profitable, right? That you get a return on your investment. This is why you have to know where your money is coming from. And this is why we go back to bookkeeping all day, every day. If you know line item by line item where you're making your money, and you also know line item by line item where you're spending your money, you can look to determine if a particular product or service is actually making you the money that it's supposed to. And then if it's not, you can axe it and go to something else. But unless you know what the expenses are versus the revenue, you can just be spending money on something that really isn't making you money. Right? That's why we've got to know, you've got to know about your money. Like, I don't know how many ways I can say that. You got to know about your money. You got to know where your money is coming from, and you got to know what you're spending to earn it. So that when it comes down to, when you review your books at the end of the year, you can look and say, okay, well, I'm investing this much in selling mugs, but I'm only making this much. Yeah, I think we need to nix this product line, but tumblers are bossing out. So then you start to put more revenue towards the tumblers. And then watch and see how that performs. And if tumblers keep bossing out, awesome. Okay, then we'll go do something else. But one of the things that you have to know, that as a business owner, you can't just depend on one product or service to sustain your business. You need to have other things so that if one thing fails, you've got something else going on. And as you grow, you may not be able to manage all of this stuff by yourself. As a matter of fact, I know you won't. And you also need to be looking at the team of people to put in place to help you manage all of these different things that you have going on. Because if you manage this well, it'll continue to grow. But if you try to do it all yourself, it will surely fail. Because I can guarantee you, Jeff Bezos is not he's not managing all of this stuff going on with Amazon. He's not managing, what's going on with the website. He's not managing what's going on with books and all of that stuff. He might look at the report, but he's not doing the day-to-day stuff to make sure stuff is profitable. He's not doing that. He's got people in charge of that. He has a team of people, right? And so so when you're talking about growing business and growing different profit centers, you're also going to have to look at growing your team to help you manage all of this stuff. Because otherwise, you'll run yourself into the ground. So the challenge for today is to look at your business and identify where you can make additional money in your business. So that you're not sitting here going, oh, I don't have enough money. Well, the question is, what do you do to get more money? Right? Because again, I look at myself. tax season, the bulk of tax season is, the first quarter of the year. So what, am I supposed to not make money the rest of the year? What? No, that's crazy. So I have different other profit centers in my business where I can make money. And I still have my tax preparation going on. There are people that need to file back taxes. There are people that filed extensions. So taxes is going on all year long. But after April, it's really in the background to where then I can focus on something else and grow that something else until tax season again, right? So that's what you have to do in your business. Like, okay, what is making me the most money? We're going to keep doing that. But where else can I make money doing what I'm doing? All right. So I hope that helps you out and gives you a little bit of, food for thought. So that is the assignment for today, is to look at your business, determine where do you make the bulk of your money, and then, identify at least three other ways that you can make money doing what you're doing. I'm not talking about starting a whole new business, doing what you're doing. Okay. So that's it for today's episode. Again, thank you so much for tuning into Home Biz Tax Talk. We air Monday through Friday, 9 o'clock-ish, and you can come right here to get your questions answered about your home business taxes. All right. Have a great day, and I will see you all next time. Bye.